Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made?
Oh no, we're just here.
Ah, these must be for Magic Pocket. No need. But they insisted on...
Wow. So...
I can't say for sure.
Hey!
Why use your hands?
But where does a big machine...
Well, but basically...
Huh? How can...
Well, I'm not complete when a trial is in session.
So that's what its other... But... Paimon's still... Oh, yeah! So that means the...
It isn't produced by the power of...
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away.
You again?
Yeah, but how...
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the...
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you... If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that...
You're from Northland Bank.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too! What are you...
But it seems that fate, either way you look at it.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything...
Hey, you!
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run...
You kidding? Listen to me, boy.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya into...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boy!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to... You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses.
I'm sure this...
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange.
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
So what are you doing in fun...
Well...
Huh? What kind of...
I don't know, but recently... There seems to be some sort of That is, I can't remember if I ever mentioned it. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my ability. She was always quiet. One time, because I had a...
But what is it?
She never explained that. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths...
A whale? Oh, that sounds...
It takes that shape because...
So you used the whale as in... So why don't you...
You make it sound so easy, but it's been years now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm out of lead. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with...
What?
No, it's more...
Official champion?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court. The champion duelists are all so engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defense. And the worst case, though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. So really, the only...
So, do many...
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to... Besides, apparently the one I'm meeting...
Well, that's child for you.
Oh, before I forget, I want...
Huh?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable. Besides, I just...
Paimon knows what you're... That sneaky guy. Well... Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The report... sorry. The whodunit's here? It's so exciting to reach the moment. Oh, sorry. Hey. Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Octobus! people.
Oh, Archon.
I don't know why you always feel the need to act.
I guess if there are, kid.
Maybe this is one of the custom.
Vache.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
No, Paimon didn't say anything.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine.
Right.
What do you mean? There are...
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
I see. In fact,
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
when do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what?
Just answer me.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh,
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine, so maybe what you heard was the intent.
so what did the voice say? Huh.
Rather than worrying about, don't let that calm look of his fool.
Oh, right. That...
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding?
But you're actually right on time. The audience still... The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved...
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lenny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thinking.
Hey, Lenny! Could you come over here and take a look?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there.
Yeah, we'll just go. Oh, these should be a... Hey, Traveler. Maybe we... Oh, you...
Excuse me, I did not. I would be perfect.
Oh! Wait, that's not it, Paimon. Sorry. Oh!
A friend.
Oh, so nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just...
It is an honor to, and as required.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an...
Ah, Mr. Lin.
Wait.
I saw you. Allow me to introduce...
Whoa!
No offense taken. And by the way, there's someone I believe she is trying to get. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro?
All right, please...
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Ooh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please.
Hello, everyone. Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely... So, I would... Both Lynette and myself have removed our...
Oh, good good boy.
Now, without further ado, I know you might miss her, but don't worry. Oh, and before I forget, you never know what can happen in the... A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank?
Are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you...
Thank you everyone. But our magical journey has the magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking, in which case, I have ample time. So, for my next trick, I will please, if my there are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One, I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. Now please...
Wow! Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or...
The lucky audience member will be It selects number... Now then, let's begin. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel... You don't need to do anything if the magic is...
Oh.
All right, like this. 60, 59, 50... I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying... Oh, and no trick...
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants...
No, that won't do. Come on, repeat...
60!
That's right, perfect. Keep...
54? 50... Why aren't you counting?
I am counting in my head. Merely a consequence of my...
Oh! Alright. You look so serious that Paimon...
40!
Mr. Linney,
Yes, I'm fine. He would be a disaster.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny... What was that noise? not sure. Anyway,
25! What's wrong, Mr.
I seem to have...
Never mind the decor...
No, that's...
19!
It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know 10 seconds and...
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? Nope, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
what happened? Huh? Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was...
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers.
Yes, that's right. If this was just...
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough. Unfortunately, apparently the fire... As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowl in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before!
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lenny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right! How can Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time! Besides, before the show, he...
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina...
Huh? I just think that he...
But with Lady Farina...
A kidnapping...
That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll But with... So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and...
It wasn't a...
I understand. Well, traveler, seems... Are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's... Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects, and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin...
A day isn't that...
sorry about everything that...
Of course!
Yeah, I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now good to hear. I'm sure everyone sees... I don't know whether what happened. As for how that girl even a skilled and knowledgeable magician...
Which is precisely why we need to investigate! As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible. Paimon bought them when we... Don't worry, Paimon...
I think they look cute.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. But with the guards watching, good thing you agreed to be our attorney.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh, since we're going to...
Oh, well...
The secrets behind our magic are past saving.
I suppose you... 'Tis true. But if revealing our... We should go somewhere else.
All right, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are... Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
I see.
Huh?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troop, the assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell. This is the real... However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned... All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere act. If anything, the more...
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good? So in justice, I know there's no... I've seen a lot of cases. Sorry. Anyway, you may invest...
So this is the... The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by firework, Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Most of it was burned away, but there's still... So if a rope meant... Wait, but... Whoever the murderer was... Hello there.
The seats were all booked in advance. Sure, it's not like her name is Halsey. Apparently, she was the Magic Troop member. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all. Which, that's how it seems to.
Okay then.
No need to be so. It is of utmost.
Whoever the... What? This rope was obvious. Whoever the...
I see that you're if you find any...
We don't have to... The thud?
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bait. I'm of the opinion when the pyrotech...
Wait...
Perhaps the balance wasn't... Oh, that's true.
That does remind...
The investigation team has...
See?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them?
Linny used the machine... Well,
It turns out that I'm sure you already know. In other words...
Let's check.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for...
Lenny's still talking to the... I think someone...
Whoever the...
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been...
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken...
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
From mediating this, and I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call...
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melu.
Huh?
My apologies, demoiselle. Should you...
No need.
Okay.
I'll merely try... That's right. Judging from the look of...
Really? We think so too, but how did...
Intuition, naturally. Farina sure was... But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins some...
Sounds more like you...
Well, what's your opinion? All right, I've answered...
Wait a minute.
Well, I say it does. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial...
Well...
And why would that be?
Most astute of you, demoiselle. No matter how wonderful... And if that can be done...
All right, that now.
Wait! Since we're... That's more like it.
Far be it from me to... You wish to save a friend...
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you...
I have nothing to add.
Oh.
We'll be making some prep...
Whoever the... Why would... We... Whoever the murder...
Sorry, but...
No! Were you always...
Yes! So, the missing girl could... I doubt that...
How can you be so...
Well, I couldn't see Linny's but still, I did not abandon my post. And I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info. We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Lenny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Understood. Then I will be going with you.
Very good.
You may spare the
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? Sorry. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join?
Fine.
Oh, no.
Well, let's...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic, remembering the detail.
Huh.
Ah, good eye.
The back?
Very good indeed. I thought the back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put two and two together... Exactly.
Oh, so there was a passage.
I knew you'd figure out most. The two magic box. See this flat, the box with the...
This trolley can raise...
I see.
Precisely.
So that's how you...
Once the box was lowered, the audience member would only be able...
Right.
Ah, yes. My assistant and I...
And what about...
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's...
I mean, we are and that's my...
So that's how it all works.
Lynette would briefly, and then I walk out of the other box in the audience area. And the trick, but as you saw, Cal was in the box.
We really don't...
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Whoever the murderer was... Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for a different...
Whatever it is.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which...
Oh! Paimon knows! And here's a broken vase!
That... Oh, these are her clothes are here.
Right. Ugh, this is... Whoever the murder... What is this place?
It seems someone could...
Alone, perhaps.
But there are no other ways... Oh, you're right! Let Paimon Seems we're just about done investigating down.
Yes, let's head back up. Well, we've ascertained the state of... Let's find a place to sort out...
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the guards have checked the...
So the tunnels become like...
No wonder...
In other words, the
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how That's right. This is how the statements from both sides. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will.
This also precludes any kind of...
Once both sides have... Then, finally...
Huh?
In practice, there is... yes. Because we've chosen to act...
They're concerned, and even if that were...
I'm ready to break it.
Whoa, whoa!
Of course. I just hope...
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together. I mean, what better way...
Huh. Breaking out. Just kidding! Just kidding!
What do you mean?
Huh?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Wait, you're carrying...
Yes, I must...
I have eggs, sugar...
Good. These three are quite the interesting group. From the way you had these two guys carrying off, but you ended up doing...
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging...
Paimon was just thinking.
Oh, don't underestimate beating... Anyway, give these a...
Only...
Well, eating...
Tea is ready to be served. No need for concern.
All right, then. Down to business. However, the magician twins could...
Exactly! Why would they do...
The flower vase and the thud, resulting in the shattering of perhaps the criminal...
Paimon thinks that make...
True, but... The only...
Huh. Could Halsey...
That's right. And even if she had, nor does she have any...
Were we not through? From the sound of things, this is... Your macarons are... What?
Please don't worry about it. At my...
Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate... Wait. Even you don't believe... If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone and...
Oh, Malus...
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course?
Exactly.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg
Well, this...
Well, that's it for snack time. I don't know. It would be awkward.
All right,
it was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find it.
All right, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Just relax. Even if everyone else is... Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened.
Thanks, Navia.
Best of luck to you.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did...
To be honest?
No.
Well now, don't you all look That was to be expected, of course. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly...
Since both parties are... Firstly, in...
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. You ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick...
Yes, that's...
In that case...
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly There is no way you could have...
That is simply your hype.
Oh.
The roaring countdown of...
And you didn't...
No.
I see.
Huh?
Hey!
Yeah, I'm sure he...
I was right by the box.
Look at those scales.
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my... Tell me.
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did so.
So the serial
I've got a feeling that
That's irrelevant. Our identity...
Indeed. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Oh, good thing I made all those preparations. Seems...
Hey, Linny! Why did...
Order! Order! First, are these claims true? Please answer.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might have...
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is...
Is that really necessary?
The defendant deceived the...
Order! Your request is reasonable.
In that case...
Well, this is awkward. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We based our entire... Not to set the wrong tone.
I'm very sorry. I know you've clashed with the Vatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page. I knew if it weren't for our... That's why I didn't wish to flat out... The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about every... Right. You met a Fatusu, but still, I'm...
Sorry.
Well, you both saved right. But...
Of course. We've been trying to find... During our investigation from that moment on...
Is that why you needed a...
That's right. So, after...
That air vent was created during the...
Well... No, what should have been that voice seemed to recognize. On the way back, I saw the After that...
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the
Because of that prophecy.
That's the only way we...
So, it was never my wish to... But, like I said earlier...
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us a...
The current problem is that the... If we want to refute the Hydro... Huh?
Both parties have... When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina...
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective. As the countdown began. When the flatbed truck, he did not realize that finally he used the at this time. So Linny proceeded. Afterward, Linny passed. And there you have it.
Does the defendant's side have
the key to refuting? Seem. Linny. Linny didn't.
When the countdown started, but he immediately used. Once he reached the crime scene. Finally, he Paimon did it!
In other words, you believe that he.
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, assuming that what.
Oh.
Well, you. Of course. You're saying that he wasn't?
Are you sure we don't need to give this more thought? That's right! This means that the same clue.
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Could there have been a... Halsey is the missing person. The deceased's name is Cowl.
Huh? That can't be...
Oh!
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowl did, and how he went from would-be... No one entered or... The deceased's name is... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have... It would have been tough for both... Linny was not in the tunnel. The deceased's name is... No one entered or... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have come from... Linny was not in the tunnel. Linny was not in the tunnel. Halsey's clothing was in the... It would have been tough for both people.
What's wrong, Traveler?
Look, since we're at a dead end, just like the trick as it transpired...
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel... It's not like this is a magic trick.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Linny was not in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have come... The deceased's name is... No one entered or left. The vase was not broken.
Paimon gets... Lynette escaped. If there's a...
How could a person ever... Magic tricks are ultimately just a...
Even so, The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may— Since Cal was the deceased, but given that we aren't making—
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an— Guards, please—
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that the primordial sea. The note's contents also— The notebook has— One of these tubes was lit. The notes also state that these As such, we believe that the defenses—
You gotta be kidding!
It's something so
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain...
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank... Just a minute. Could that mean...
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partner?
Let's go. Just...
Order! Oh. Still, let it— Guards, please, Mr. Linney.
Of course. If we uphold this—
Right! Like the metal hook! Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that.
The rope that held the water tank. Lynette was in the magic box. The water from the primordial... The deceased's name is Cowell. Now it seems like the hook rope. The water from the primordial... Lynette was in the magic... The rope that held the water tank up was... I remember there was... The deceased's name is... The rope that held the water tank... The water from the primordial... Now it seems like the...
In the original plan, when the magic box containing Halsey would float when the balloon afterward, but he...
That actually... Oh dear.
Now, it seems like the only... His notes mentioned he...
On that note, I shall now invite him on...
Thank you, Your Honor. And we found an...
What?
That can't be.
Does this not... My dear citizens... Linny did not need... Having made modification... But upon his... Ultimately, he knocked now as much... Am I right?
We've used up all the evidence. Is this the end of the road?
Oh no. Seems you...
I think we've all seen... I believe this is indeed... Now then, my good, noble...
Excuse me, everyone.
Miss, I must...
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I'll show you an amazing... What in the...
No offense, miss.
Come on now, don't be silly. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them? And wouldn't such a trick... Come on, Linny and Lynette. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show...
I understand.
And voila!
Wait.
To be clear, I was hiding outside the... I was just feeling happy. Where should I begin? Firstly, my name isn't Hall. I heard that Linny... That's how I make a living. But I was noticed...
Hey! No wonder you look familiar. Liddy even meant...
Well, and I thought he even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. So I played along. I wasn't going to take... There was nowhere to... I slipped out after...
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, had I known that...
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now.
This time, we need to... See... The strange sound... The flower vase. Lillian.
And it's having been selected. Her panic only intent. Hearing the commotion, he did not know that Lil mistakenly believed the two broke the flower with no way of escaping. That
she had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting.
At this point,
bravo!
Now then, Lady for... Please answer.
What? No, I have no further.
Wow.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, with some modifications to to cover up any evidence while he also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank. Using the fireworks at the end of the performance, he poured the water from... Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel. If all had gone to plan, realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious. Lillian, according to her own statement. As for Linny, from this while there is much in Linny and Lily, this case at least can... As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think... How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake.
I suspect that the... I'm sure you know...
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself...
We were supposed to place...
And now that your plan has... Therefore, you would be...
Yes, our boss. It can also be made. We've been in this business...
And now he can no longer...
Such ruth...
An outrage. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Linny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right, but still. Let me... I guess. I didn't approach you with any... As for why I'm a... That was how Father, who you might know as the...
The knave?
That's right. Back when our parents to survive, I took my sister... To my surprise, before long...
So you went from
That was how we felt it, but... He would constantly...
That doesn't seem too bad.
After I waited a long... The answer he gave me was...
Oh no.
As far as outsiders are concerned, I managed to fare... All I saw was...
So...
That's right. Father, I mean, the House of the Heart... I was hesitant to trust her, but she was also...
Oh... So that's...
She has gained permission...
So... She believes...
That's right. Today's case has also... Everyone at Hotel... To us orphans...
So... From small...
It's all right. I just hope you can understand if you should need anything at all in...
Bye, Linny!
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us now?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel... Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, and given...
I see. Sorry.
Don't say that now.
And we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into... Wait, shall we have a fair...
Huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper... Anyway, it would just be a meal.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, then.
Add Astro... Thank you for complete... Add Astro... I came here several times with my father when I was little. But...
Oh, don't worry!
In that case, I'll go order...
Ooh, everything looks so good!
Why, of course! Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's...
And if it's not?
Well,
Yeah! Oh, we called this a...
Oh,
Huh? Paimon? Speaking of cases...
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us...
Right? Yet it was because this was...
Ugh.
In such investigations, even the small... To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities... It's not that I don't have... It's easy to guard against, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula... Those highfalutin It's all right. Let's talk about something else. Like,
That's true. We didn't have a chance...
I've heard that there's a long line of...
Yeah. Guess that's Spina di Rosula's...
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the opera. I'm sure Lady Farid... All right, I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy... valid point. Oh, you did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from...
You mean that if we catch her, well, why don't we give it a try after...
Huh? Paimon?
Was this your drink?
No, it's...
Alright.
Is that so? If we're all finished eating...
Yeah, we're stuffed. Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Nah, that would be so... Hey, Navia, what
Oh, nothing.
Let's give...
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, in any case...
See ya! There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like...
Vache.
Looks like we're back here. Huh? Travel...
Vache?
Hey! What? Huh? Hey! Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Vache, are you my dear Vache? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is? Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. My memories feel like they have been washed. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held? Yes, that is what I want. I do not know how I came to... No matter where... But now... No! The thought of me... If you meet Vache, perhaps that is... If only I could have comforted him. Is that what you... It was a state of need. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first... I think I hear your companion. Farewell, then.
Wake up! Come on, hurry! Navi is outnumbered!
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand? Quick, now's our chance! I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you.
I believe that followed
Mr. Callus's last wish.
Do not!
Sorry, Demoiselle.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but...
Sorry,
Whatever.
I doubt I know much more than you. Your performance tonight...
And what...
None of these mech... I can only conclude...
What? Your...
Yes. Be careful.
I will continue regardless.
I do not...
Right. I suppose that's the best news.
Demoiselle, I believe that's me.
I know, she's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done. Those Gardamex people... Oh, and there was that champion duelist named...
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. As such.
It will take 50 years.
If it were me.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in
Well, to be honest...
Huh? Really?
Yes. All thanks to you, After we parted ways, that the Fanta tasted kind of... Fanta only comes...
So the Fanta had been...
Yes.
Spina di Rosula.
Huh. Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Bord. That's when I figured out that you might be...
What? Why would...
Well, speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial sea?
Well, it can't be a... Oh, and this time Paimon heard... Does that mean the...
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad...
New intel? While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear... Oh, that... Vache. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at... But he never gave testimony, or... Yes, thank you. This is very... Oh, you mean...
Well, you did say that... And besides, we're in this now whether we...
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of...
You talk too much. Well, in that case, we also have some plans to go over.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our...
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we...
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone's...
Very good. But let's not...
I shall find room.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
This is your...
Your accommodations have been...
After all, we don't allow...
Seems like it's tough time... to be your father...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me...
No. My father's name is Callus. 3 years ago.
Oh, no?
But I do not believe my father... At the time, But, strangely, he not only required... That even after being seriously... How could he protect his honor? The closest piece of info I have.
So
That's right. However, I believe I must know what really happened. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact, and now, here I am
Demoiselle, please. If there is anything I can do...
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. Master Callus did so. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that.
Wait! If Callus was such a good man...
No. Perhaps people love watching the evil...
But how could... never mind.
There is one...
Oh! Her? Yeah. That's not...
Miss Cloran. She knew Master Callus before... There was...
It's not...
Don't worry, Navi.
Afterward, Miss Cloran... Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, all right. Anyway, that's the... thanks.
Yeah!
Please, relax and get some sleep.
Paimon slept so well. Huh? Navia?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of...
Paimon gets the but...
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did...
Wait! So you didn't...
How could I... Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this.
Does that mean we're...
No. There is one ray of hope. One place, and that is the archives kept by if the Ocean.
So Nervalette means... In that case, let's go
no. The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Hold! Please state your business here. The chief This place
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care.
See? They've...
Yep. If you're here just to crack...
No. What I meant...
Oh, yes,
We're here today to
Steady?
Of course.
Don't... All right, then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Ah, thanks.
Please come in.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur...
It's all right. Please.
We're looking for a...
Ah, I see.
Who knew that Nervalette would be so easy to touch?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that there are no records of him either.
Traveler? What if it was really...
Is that so?
Miss Navia, I can understand how your father Callus...
And what? Are you trying to No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. It's just like last time. After you even told me then, in your eyes, the value of it. If you truly regret my father's... Why didn't you give me the power to stop everything? There are still... If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes.
I'm sorry, Miss...
You and my... It's not so much that you... Oh, well. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Navia...
I'm fine.
You're right.
Now that I think of it, on the...
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
So you're saying that the true murderer could... Yeah!
I really think... All right.
Yeah! We're gonna make progress!
Do you want to go with me now? Great. Let's go then. There's no need to be... My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally... A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and...
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said... Paimon was confused, but now that Paimon has seen this ship for her...
Well, pues so... Malus, we're back!
Apologies for the wait. You said before that you still had some business.
You still remember, right, Malus?
Yes, the case was quite simple.
Could you tell us a bit?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, at a glance...
Wait!
Yes, he did. If you drink synth for... And if you were to stop drinking it, as he oversaw...
Boss's uncompromising attitude. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation.
Yes. Recognizing that the man's name was Jacques that night, my father... But then...
Huh?
Sounds just like Lenny's. Looking back on it, though... Precisely. But, considering it now, you're right.
Jacques was an empathetic... I think this... On that note, however... Our opponent, even though Spina... There is no need...
If that's indeed what he wished for, was I not the closest person to him? And yet, What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful, did he think I'd just accept? I've never accepted that. I want to find out.
Davia.
This is indeed the best moment to act.
So you do know something else, Malus?
Yes, I do. In fact, but what drove all the tension...
What?
Boss also didn't tell you, and the serial disappeared. 5 years was knowing all of this. But as long as you... If something were to happen...
Right, so...
As we've seen, bosses...
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard. Especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the
So he chose...
I'm afraid you're not understanding this. If Boss's... I'm sure he'd be...
No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be... Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I... Yeah. I suppose, but thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. Malus, what was the key evidence?
It's the location when he was threatening. But if you want to use it again...
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against... There's no telling what... But a single visit to their headquarters. The worst case would be that we leave empty.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontana?
Well, you saw what...
But things are...
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into...
I am the butler. I've always been willing to take on any kind of...
Thank you for all of that, Malus.
Let me think. When I announced order, if the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals in... After several rounds... The first?
Huh?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? Thanks to his... There's someone else like him, too. Marcel.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild. In the beginning, they...
So...
Yes, it's...
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between... Although the guard, since Thierry is...
I see. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me...
If you want to
Of course.
You're too kind, my... And before I forget, proving boss after that incident, if it might help...
Aw, thank you so much!
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work...
It is settled, then. Please excuse me, and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Excuse me, miss.
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
I'm sorry.
If it's about...
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
You don't understand it.
I didn't know how... I know. Only the full truth could bring closure to you.
I'm sorry. On the matter regarding...
Would you mind sharing it with me?
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless... He had many regrets. So when Mr. Cap... He tried to be his care...
They found out...
Papa didn't say that.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was... I don't know that for sure. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Khaled, even if he fired...
But Mama, Papa always wanted...
Well...
Yeah.
Then you should hold on to... Regardless of whether...
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is...
You really think that's...
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florence should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get...
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance?
I'm sure you've heard about...
Yeah, I've heard.
It also reminds... After my partner here, can you do me a favor and...
After that, my first reaction was, but when I got...
So you also
Indeed. Reason being, but according to the... About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think...
At least from our the gun he was holding...
Yeah, that makes a... But hold on. He didn't even want... Did he lose all...
About that, I'll tell you everything.
I understand. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole... Callus, the unfaithful... Many people have laughed at me for... But it was Mr. Callus, no matter what others...
Don't worry. You and all of... Hey, Thierry! It's me!
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, okay.
Are you sure there isn't a
I mean, where I... Callus to defend, it would be next to impossible for me to find... Anyway.
Yes. What happened at the opera?
Ah, I get it. If you want to go through the...
That'd be much appreciated.
Of course. Without... Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, so... if you, hypothetically, wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do was get rid of...
If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. If you try to make removing a cereal nut, so I can promise you, they're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must...
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all... I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find...
Hello. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Marcel.
Sure.
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs...
Oh, it's all right. I just wanted to talk to...
Yes,
Oh, you were...
that's right. I also witnessed your... To beat the Hydro Art...
Oh, Paimon does...
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as an...
Uncle Marcel, you...
Yes, I was...
Exactly.
Oh, and...
We were attacked on Arrhenius by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also, if not for the vigilance of...
Alas. But rest assured now, if anyone dare...
Thank you, Uncle. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory. The confrérie was... Then I heard the sound of a gun...
Oh, it's okay.
Sounds good. All my wealth comes from...
We've talked to all three suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out... Anyway...
But where should we start? Ah, you're right!
According to Jacques' family members...
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques...
Huh. So, what would make more sense from his perspective? Makes sense. Besides Jacques, it's obvious that our...
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd...
Given everything that's happened since... But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Florent? But...
So you're saying...
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he... Thierry, you say? Huh. But...
Yeah. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find...
Uncle Marcel? And with funds from the... Still really... Also, what... Who could it be? You know, if you...
Could we be missing a...
The suspect is not... Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how...
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes. We need far more...
Navia, here you are. Oh,
Huh?
Yeah. News came from Arrhenius.
Wasn't that place built...
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called...
What?
Yeah.
Well...
Wait, how?
That's what I thought was... If the charge again...
Right. Because...
Yeah.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean? Just as expected of my partner. Since this is a trial about the serial You're right. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence.
We'll help you.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malou, Silver.
We heard that it's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us.
Thank you.
See you then! Now that Navia has set out for Aranias, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over. Huh. According to Malusa's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance. Finally found it! Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the... Ah, you're right. Navia's probably arguing up...
It would appear that I must... Do you accept the...
To be perfectly honest, however, I did. In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I've got to admit, when I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding...
Hey! Don't you understand?
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon one. Then why don't you duel me too?
Alas, it would appear... In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again.
That case had nothing to do... Huh? What's going...
What?
I told... Miss Navia, this is the... But that was an
Oh, please. We can put the discussion aside for now. And if my charges prove true...
Oh. Yep. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for...
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia.
That person... Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere. Huh? What?
I've heard of them.
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me And if the charge...
Yes.
In that case, I declare... Members of the Guard. Mr. Marcel.
I think an attorney...
Very well.
I would like to take only through elusive...
Navia, do you really think... Come on. If that's enough to make...
Exactly correct, Your Honor.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabriere. During the banquet, when the guests arrived at the scene, the guard's investigation the suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and all Callus was defeated by Champ. These are the known.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And, after that, however... The testimony, however, this assassin. A pile, but since it. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve. So that's what happened. Wait, you're
What a great theory.
Mr. Marcel, you...
but I...
Then, may I ask, one, do you...
I'm... Boo! I may not have the... We should be able to... Considering the serial...
That makes sense to me.
Maybe she's scared.
Alternatively...
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. Then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had...
I've thought about this too. The dissolving power, my father could have exposed it at that time. What was certain how...
Boss once told me...
What? If the secret had got... Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter. But what good would that do? Had this opera... But by staying silent, I was able to be... And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what...
So, you mean to...
That's right.
Do you have any...
Of course, all you need is... I don't need your apology, your guilt, but since he entrusted... so...
As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless in my line of work. Just one look and I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr.
Since that's your testimony,
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not...
Right? What she said was fast.
Wait, weren't they just talking about...
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are... In my father's case, the culprit and at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if coincidentally...
So that's why you suspected me. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an...
No need to appeal.
I won't try to refute. On top of that, does a person have to be physically... I know that even with that, alas, who won't feel at least a little... But if I were to dismiss... Do you know what the big...
I suppose you're...
It's timing. I'm a businessman by trade, in addition. But the
I do apologize.
No.
Is there anything else? You can also take a look at my border entry records. Or ask my... Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the...
Seems like she got...
At this rate...
I think you've done us a... But aren't you going again? He wished for you to be... Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong in...
This isn't just about me. The biggest difference between the people whose families were many people's... And whose image is it a man named...
Huh.
Oh. So you... I was waiting...
Let's dance.
Many happy returns.
Sorry, pal.
Whoa! The floor is going up! Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place. Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up. The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Bro, by royal
Alley-oop!
odds reveal.
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home. This place hurts a little.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
The feelings...
Now the path is clear. Let's go. Hey! Committed to like a show.
By road.
Mighty mythical beast!
Ready, steady, go! After all that, though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here. What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with different girls' names? Huh? You mean the girls from the... And then they were... And all the boxes of things. These names... Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain... Mixing in prog... Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep! What's this over here? Looks like some kind of plate. Experiment number 16. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. How can someone write something that terrible? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going. So that's what... Did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... So that's it? No, that's not it either! If that's the case... In any case... here, and it's full of water. That means this is where they make all this. If you dilute it with normal, Paimon will take notes. Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes detect. Callus, Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have not determined. The old dog's a real menace. He can act whenever. I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. We've looked at almost everything here. Yeah. We haven't found anything that no wonder even Nervalette was that way. Even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't... Sure thing. she's like... Then... you found... Aw... So many! The final name... Marcel... Wait, but... Marcel...
And whose image is it a man named...
Huh.
Oh, so you... I was waiting.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my part.
Just how often do you
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette. Given their confidence...
But the truth of it, Marcel.
Huh?
We've investigated after your lover. You even created...
So that's it. And with that, this information well, you fixated your gaze, so you
You also never understood.
For our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like.
Do you think? Pay attention to you. What for? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades, they said there's no... Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! You only have yourselves to blame. You said Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes. But I'm not from this blasted place.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Do you all see? I did all of that. I spent my entire...
The suspect is exhibiting...
Don't touch me! Vignier, please!
At this point, the verdict...
Fine by me.
Traveler, please... The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover, Vignier. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in... Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap to cover his tracks. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction... However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research after exchanging blows with Spina Durus, although the assassination... And just recently. However, his attempt to thus concludes the enigma... The oratrice will now... According to the judgment of the guilty.
Guards! Take...
Good. It's what...
With that, the series...
We really just...
Yippee! He's heard so many... Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were...
The day our late boss had...
Yeah.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now?
According to court...
Oh, come on.
Please respect the law.
All right.
Through evidence presented in the public, the guilty party has... We now turn... According to the guilty...
What?
Hey! What's with this verdict?
Huh? This...
I mean, have you...
But weren't the charges about the serial...
The judgment of the guards. Please...
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Hey, Monsieur Nouvelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why? I don't know.
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea.
Yeah, so are the verdict... My dear, don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate and if you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable. All shall be... Now, having said that...
So she chose to make...
So you're saying we shouldn't put...
She probably... However, please be assured that I...
All right. Even though we... After all, he's...
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him! Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing?
Stop resisting! No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. I erased all record.
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it.
Really? The Fountain of Lucine? Then, please give me...
What? Give it.
This request.
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Very well.
Your Honor,
I will go with him.
Thank you. Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and...
Vache!
Ah!
Yes, that's it! So...
Vinier, it's me!
Vache?
I'm here!
Hey, wait!
Vinier, is that you?
Vache? You...
It's been more all this time. Only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. I must be dreaming. Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how...
But Vache... If not for you, I would... If not for you... It's all because... You're right. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our thoughts... I'm Cressy, the only one...
Why?
She doesn't want... This is what you get for... But did you ever consider...
I...
You are a liar. A heart, the only thing you... From the moment...
No!
You still don't understand. But on top of that, she said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Vache.
Vache? Vache. 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 Vache.
Drown.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we...
Well met, partner.
Even this weather...
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Nav!
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with. It's just everyone from Spina this time, though.
It's been the dip...
Oh, by the way, I ran into Sharp... well...
Huh?
Yeah, wait, I believe the story was... To be fair, though, she was trying to lean on our friend...
Oh, yeah. She told us about that.
Anyway, I told... Oh, and...
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
It was thanks to her, though.
Oh, that's...
Anyway, now... Oh, actually...
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave, and on top of that...
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
We went...
Sure thing.
And in that case...
Yeah, you're... This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest...
Huh? Isn't that Nervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Now...
My apologies.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I wanted to show my father how much I've grown.
In that case...
In any case.
There was once a time when I didn't want... Oh, rather than... Which is also why I did... I believed that... But Mr. Callis proved me... If not for his... Mr. Callis made the... And in the end, a justice that's hot. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say this regret has filled... That high and mighty chair in the opera Epicles indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your...
So, you're actually...
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
Ah, so Navia and let's not disturb them. Paimon's never... Huh? Oh, Paimon didn't know that was a thing! Oh, no. Anyway, Nervalette is still...
Oh, it's you two. I see. Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would...
So...
Truthfully, that name is... There used to be a special sea most of Tevat's life. But today, the What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Nervalette. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture... To be frank, is there any...
So,
Truthfully, that name, there used to be a special sea most of Tevat's. But today, the primordial, what Vache discovered must have been some kind of. Indeed. Why would the, to be frank, is there anything?
So, at court, the back.
Truthfully, that name is already quite. There used to be a special sea on most of Tevat's.
So it really was where everything began. It makes sense.
But today, the what Vache discovered must have been some kind. Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known, to be frank, is there any?
So, at court, the.
Truthfully, that name is all. There used to be a special sea on the surface. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born.
So it really was where.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Indeed. Why would the prime... To be frank, that all... Is there anything...
So, at court, the bad guy...
Truthfully, that name is already quite... There used to be a special sea on the surface. Most of Tevat's life...
So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial, then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special... Indeed. Why would the prime... To be frank, is there any...
So, at court, the...
Truthfully, that name is... There used to be a special sea most of Tevat's life. But today, the prime... What Vache discovered must have been some kind of... Indeed. Why would the...
So...
Truthfully, that name... There used to be a special sea most of Tevat's... But today, is there any...
So...
Truthfully, that name... There used to be a special sea most of Tevat's... But today, the prime... What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special...
So...
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to inject... To be frank, that... Is there anything...
So...
Truthfully, that name... There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The name... Most of Tevat's life...
So...
But today, the primordial... What Vache discovered must have been some kind of... Indeed. Why would the... To be frank, is there anything...
So... At court, the bad guys...
Truthfully, that name... There used to be a special sea on most of Tevat's life... But today, the prime... What Vache discovered must have been some kind of... Indeed. Why would the... To be frank, is there anything else...
So...
Truthfully, that name... There used to be a special sea on most of Tevat's life... But today, the... What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special... Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life... To be frank, is there anything...
So...
Truthfully, that name is... There used to be a special sea most of Tevat's... But today, the primordial sea no longer... What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case. Indeed. Why would the... To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world. Is there any...
So... At court, the bad guys refer...
Truthfully, that name is all... There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that... But today, the What Vache discovered must have been some kind of... Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life... To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding. Is there any...
So... At court, the bad guys referred to that...
Truthfully, that name is... There used to be a special sea on most of Tevat's life... But today, the What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life... To be frank, Is there anything else?
So, at court, the bad...
Truthfully, that name is all. There used to be a special sea on the most of Tevat's life forms.
Huh.
But today, what Vache discovered must have been some kind...
Huh.
Indeed. Why would... To be frank, that also doesn't matter. Is there anything...
So, at...
Truthfully, that name... There used to be a special sea. Most of Tevat's life forms were...
Huh. So...
But today, what Vache discovered must have been some kind...
Huh.
Indeed. Why would... To be frank, is there any...
So...
Truthfully, that name is all... There used to be a special sea on the surface. Most of Tevat's...
Huh.
But today, what Vache discovered must have been some kind...
Huh.
Indeed. Why would the... To be frank, is there any...
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that...
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather... Most of Tevat's life...
Huh.
But today, what Vache discovered must have been some kind of...
Huh.
Indeed. Why would... To be frank, is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
So...
Truthfully, that name is... There used to be a special sea most of Tevat's life...
Huh.
But today, what Vache discovered must have been some...
Huh. So...
Indeed. Why would the... To be frank, is there anything else?
So...
Truthfully, that name is all... There used to be a special sea most of Tevat's...
Huh.
But today, what Vache discovered must have been some kind of...
Huh.
Indeed. Why would the... To be frank, is there any... Your sibling, if she ever stepped... Is there anything else? Your sibling, another blonde-haired traveler. I'm sorry, but I've never seen... If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure she followed our laws to the letter, and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epiclese. Is there anything else you'd like? That the sea level... Does that appropriately...
That's right!
Yes, up to... Rumors have it that...
A prophecy?
2 parts of the Speaking of the if the rumors were true...
But... What...
Is there anything... My apologies. However... For many years, as a divinely... Not only can it produce... Which is all to say, I was not a... In any case, based on Fari... While we do if we did...
If you ask Pine...
Is there anything else you'd like to... Very well. It will soon be time for me to leave.
You really are...
Crime and villainy do not have the day off. And so just...
Alright. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped. You know, we've been walking around for a while now. Now they said something about...
Whether it takes me uphill, downhill... the sticks. I get the goods from A to B. I'll even take them across the sea if needed. So don't worry, you're in safe hands. They don't call me the gold standard guard for nothing. A pot of tea with a cup of... seasonal green.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh.